Hello, hello, everyone. What is up? How about that? Thank you all for being here. Tracy, what is up? Clover's Room, Black Atlas, Rav Runner, Mappy, Crackerjack. Thank you for being here. Wish you were here. Ex Mortis, Thrill Hammer, Billy Lee, Kenny. What is up? Jumping General and Outrunner, Player WM86, and Goofy BK. King, he's right over there. Figment, thank you for being here. That means that we're probably going to get another write-up today on our Facebook page, so thank you for that, man. Todd, August is coming. Jimbo Slice, the hype man, he's right there. And Mini Beach, he's right there. Obi-Wan's and Undead. Orlando hoping there's a pinball under there. It's not Friday. We know we won't be seeing pinball today. That's a Friday thing. Holt saying, looking forward to game 1000. I got to say, I'm at a bit of a loss of what to do for game 1000. I've been getting people sending me tweets and emails and Facebook messages saying they're coming out for game 1000. Super excited for it. I hope we have something good for it. I just haven't found that thing that one game. We've been doing Monday Mystery for going on 10 years. That's 500 plus Monday Mystery games that you've all received. It's a lot. That's more than most arcades have ever had. And we're still going. We're still going. So what do you put on the floor? It's not like stuff is rotating in and out. It's all here. Game number 1000 will be August 12th. That Monday Mystery. Ten years of Monday Mystery will happen in December. It's difficult. We've put up so many outrageously rare games, so many crazy games that nobody would ever expect to end up being here. It's a challenge. We don't want to take that. We got to give something insane, and I honestly, I don't know what that game could be. Like we've given everybody just the prototypes and one of ones and R360, and I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Argus was game number 500. You are correct. Tracy saying Dark Presence for game 1000. I scoffed at that. I was like, years ago, GGA Jeremiah was like, what would you think about Dark Presence for game 1000? And, it was like, there's no way Dark Presence is not going to be out long before that. I would not. Now I'm like, oh man, it would be great if we get Dark Presence for game 1000. Invisible Man asking, can we get a outrageously rare GGA t-shirt? You can't. Hey, do we have any 10-year anniversary Ghost shirts left? Those are outrageously rare. Those are all gone. Those are all gone. Sorry. I was going to say, You could get T-shirts at gallopingghost.reproductions.com. You can order them there. T-shirts and hoodies and Galaxian 3, that'd be a great game, but again, where do you find one of those and where do you put it? Ed, thanks on that. Jumping General, Dark Presence will be sold as a full cabinet first for a set amount of time. Not sure. We don't have a plan for a kit so far. It'll probably happen. We'll probably do kits. You know, I just had somebody ask me about a kit for Spectre Files. We'll see. We'll see. Still a little bit of work to get Dark Presence out there, though. Music's coming along. Programming's coming along. Everything pushing forward, but we'll get there. We'll get there. King, how about that Titan track? Visible Man, if we're putting out Double Dragon 3 for game 1000, I'd surprise everybody by shutting the entire place down immediately after. I just can't in good conscience put Double Dragon 3 out for everybody to play. I did it once, and I like that Double Dragon 3 had the first, you could buy moves and stuff, the microtransactions. It's an innovation. It's something unique. Not one I prefer, but not one I like, not one I'd want to endorse. We'll see. We'll see. We'll find something for that game 1000. Maybe. Like we've had to think, if we can't put out something that's just absolutely just knocking it out of the park, do we hold off on game 1000? Do we suspend Monday Mystery? I know it's things people don't want to think about, but is it like I'm thinking recently, like we just did C2E2, and that was kind of a step back. There was less, and it's kind of like that doesn't feel good doing less for people. We got to give more. Hater Shack saying we don't want Tetris for game 1000. Well, Tetris is already on the floor. But, again, that's kind of the thing. It's like you're tuning in every week. You want something up here. Not here, not here, not here, not here. Down there for Double Dragon 3. You don't want that. Got to be something up here. We are running out of space, though. Week to week, it is going to be a challenge. Wife isn't the one and only Fat Chris. That's saying we should have saved the R360. We had our 10-year anniversary. What do you put out for the 10-year anniversary? It's tough. We have those games, the obscurities that we unveil them, and everybody's kind of like, what is that? They don't even know what they're looking at. It's difficult. I know that's a great game. I remember putting out Foxies on the floor and games like Gamshara. People aren't recognizing them. Great games, though. It's that balance. People want something they recognize that's just stellar. We'll see. Plenty of time for that, right? Is it still May? Oh my goodness. June, July, August, 3 months? That's interesting. I don't like thinking about it like that. Oh, well. Are you ready?
Are you ready for the Monday Mystery Game?
Hey everybody, this is Doc Mack from the Galloping Ghost Arcade out in Brookfield, Illinois. Today is Monday, May 13th, 2024, and we are here with yet another Monday Mystery Game. This time, game number 983 will be gracing the arcade floor, creeping ever closer to game number 1000. Last week, we saw Cyberlip, released from SNK back in 1990. Great Neo Geo MVS SNK run and gun game. Very cool watching everybody play that. I think people were having an issue cycling weapons. It's just people weren't using that mechanic. They were just pressing the fire and the jump. Oh, no, you can go through the game like that without any question. But those nuances will get you further. Holding on to those bazookas until you get to the bosses and such. Very awesome. That is in the Neo Geo, our astonishingly solid Neo Geo MVS row. Been looking even better. We've been doing some monitor upgrades. One of those cabinets got a monitor upgrade. Got a lot of that going on. We'll get to that in a second. Busy week here at Galloping Ghost. We had one of the legends of the industry, Jack Hager, was out here. The legend, the artist behind so many great games like Sinistar. That guy created Sinistar. Worked on Narc, worked on Carnival, the creative force, one of the creative forces behind Carnival. A true legend of the industry. Great getting to talk with him. He stopped out and dropped off some Galactic Tank Force pinball promotional stuff. Awesome to see. We thank you so much, Jack Hager. Always great talking to him about so many great things. An absolute legend. And very anxious to do. We'll have him out again in more of a event capacity at some point. We'll get to that though. We've been getting kind of ready for some events. We've been wanting to do some big events here at the arcade, some industry, some developer days, some big stuff. But we'll get to that. Got to give a huge shout out to our friend Ray. Ray traveled in on, I believe it was that Saturday? I can't even remember the days anymore. I believe it was Saturday. Ray traveled in. We had picked up a board from him, which we won't say what that board is because maybe it hasn't hit the arcade floor yet, but we'll see. but was Ray super awesome. He was dropping off. He donated a bunch of monitors. He donated 4 new monitors to the arcade. Absolutely awesome. So you're going to be seeing some cabinet upgrades this week for sure, thanks to Ray. It's kind of the cycle of it all. You get guys like Jack Hager, who made these games so many years ago. We have a place for him here, and then guys like Ray and so many others help keep everything looking good, and it's all that full involvement. It's really, really cool. Ray donated a couple other boards and some artwork, some marquees. One of the cool, he also dropped off a Shogun Godzilla, which was really awesome. But, you know, I'm really stunned at these. I'd never seen these before. An arcade, they have a hole punch in the top, so I believe an arcade would hang these up. I believe they're original. They seem very vintage to me. They did one for Centipede. Never seen this artwork done like this before. And one for Tempest. So just really cool, really cool. Something that will definitely be ending up in the museum. I could see, I would love to display them here, but I'd worry far too much. Trackbone saying it's for the 2600. I could see that too. We've had, so huge thanks to Ray. He said he got him from an arcade op, so who knows? Been busy here around at the arcade. A lot of cabinet fixes going on. Spent time rebuilding that Battle Zone step this week. That's all taken care of. Huge thanks to the guys over at Griffin Aerotech. Phil sending out a new USB drive, so Sky Cursor back up and running. Going to be working some more on that tomorrow. We had left it a single player, and with that last upgrade to the game, it's 2 players simultaneous. So we're going to put in that second player. I do miss those days of when Sky Cursor was single player, but their game, they're making those decisions. So Sky Cursor back up and running. Battle Zone playing really good. We did some dip changes on Destroyer from Jail. That's now set to 3 live. So a lot of stuff going on. You can expect some more monitor upgrades, some more cabinet fixes. Going to look at a couple other dip settings. So all these things coming up this week. Maybe, possibly, perhaps a walk-around stream this week, or not. We'll see. We did a big cabinet upgrade today. This was a difficult one. We've had a few challenging cabinet upgrades that are lining up. This one, we pulled the trigger on one today, and it was on Moon Shuttle. Great game. Originally designed by Nichibitsu. And we had an original dedicated Nichibitsu cabinet. All the artwork, beautiful looking game. But then we stumbled upon the Taito cabinet, which also outrageously rare. I'd never seen another Moon Shuttle cabinet from Taito. Original marquee, original control panel, original bezel. Looks absolutely beautiful. And it's in that flat top Taito cabinet. Love that flat top Taito cabinet. Games like Polaris and Crazy Climber in that cabinet. So now we moved out the Nichibitsu Moon Shuttle cabinet, and now we have the Taito cabinet version. So we're going to be doing some rearrange. We got to get all these Taito games together. Very awesome. Love that cabinet. I don't know which one is more rare, but they're both outrageously rare. So we don't have a lot of Nichibitsu cabinets, and I do like those unique. I like lining up cabinets, and you get that symmetry going, and it looks pretty nice. So that's coming. We've got Dig Dug is the next one that we're kind of working on and looking at. We have an original U.S. Dig Dug cabinet, but on the floor we've got an Irish Dig Dug cabinet, which is outrageously rare, to say the least. But that side art on the U.S. Dig Dug looks so amazing. Bigger. The cabinet is bigger. The bezel is different. I don't know. We're going to build it up and then make that tough decision. A sidestep. Instead of moving forward, we're doing some of these cabinet upgrades, which are a lot of fun. One thing that you always want to see going up, though, would be scores. And since we're talking about scores, why don't we summon forth the greatest smoke player in Mortal Kombat 9 of all time? It's GJ Tommy Waffles. Let's see those waffle emotes. We can ask him, Tom, how are the scores?
They are okay this week. No, they're always great.
Voss-worthy? Seriously Voss-worthy, or just
Got
that doesn't sound seriously Voss-worthy.
there's a lot. I know this is still kind of early in these games' life, especially here at the arcade. We just have one gentleman, the most regular. Has the most regular appearances on this segment, Andrew Iwasco, your former Game of the Year, second two-time Game of the Year. He took the high last week in Cyberlit. That is a world record, naturally a house high. And then as well,
is it me, or does that seem like a Pete Hahn? Pete's going to come in and just murder that.
For sure. Maybe definitely some Andrew vibes, though, as well. I know Andrew is a fan of Surprise Attack. I guess action platformer I would say maybe. I wouldn't count Andrew out, though. But definitely
never.
a Pete game as well. And then Strato Fighter, Andrew also taking that. Again, not too much life. Or these games don't have that much life yet on the arcade in terms of like their presence here. They've only been here for a little bit, so expect some. Yeah, that made no sense. I was just kind of going with the flow there. Expect some improvements on those as the weeks go on, and that's it for the score segment.
Wow. All right. Tom, how was the weekend?
Pretty chill. Another pretty slow week. You know, we had Mother's Day yesterday, so shout outs to all the moms hanging out with us. I guess pinball was surprisingly busy yesterday, so moms spending their time with families over there and with us at the arcade as well. But yeah, I mean, I'm trying to see. Claudio Capello was out this weekend. Gentleman makes his appearance on the score segment every so once in a while. I believe he was working on some Thunder Fox and just checking out his first time checking out the expansion. So kind of putting his feelers out there for what he wants to tackle next. But yeah, I mean, nothing too crazy. You know, it's second week of May. People out enjoying the weather. They'll be back soon though. Summer's coming up, so school's going to be out. It's going to get crazy around here. Obviously, shout out to the guys working the weekend, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right. You know, I got a chance to sync up with some of the Dark Presence people this weekend, which was awesome. Delutru is out today, and
yeah, I just talk really quiet. Sorry about that.
Got a text from Jason Brown, the original Vampirial, and
okay, and we got the new Titan music.
And the new Titan music. So, still digging that myself. So
yeah, it's awesome. Stay tuned. That's going to be in the new rotation. So get to the stream early if you want to hear the new soundtrack for Titan, the Alley. Soundtrack for the Alley.
I'd buy that for $1.
all right. Good rap job. Okay. Is it going to come off nice?
You gotta prep a little bit.
Prep on the. Okay. I'm seeing it. Your Monday mystery game. Oh man, this is who's rapping these things? This is all coming off. All right, your Monday mystery game is none other than Zarzan. Released from Taito back in 1981. Or should I say Satan of Saturn from SNK. Outrageously rare. Flat top Taito cabinet, original dedicated, the rarest of the 8. And let me think here for a second. What are the 8 flat top Taitos? There's Elevator Action, there's Polaris, there's Stratovox, there's Crazy Climber, Lock and Chase, Moon Shuttle, Lunar Rescue, and Zarzan. So that makes, we've got all 8. How nice is that? Cannot wait to get these all lined up in a row. That'll rival that Stephen Lucas, Zookeeper, not in a flat top Taito, but thank you for playing. It is a Taito game, but not in a flat top cabinet. Stephen Lucas, again, Zookeeper, still not in a flat top Taito cabinet, but thank you for playing. Zookeeper in the secondary Taito cabinet style, Jungle King, Elevator Action, Kicks. All right. The marquee on this, original dedicated. Control panel is, to me, it seems pretty reproduction. Wild Western, also the other cabinet style, not a flat top. There is one other flat top Taito racing game, but it's not in the exact same family. This is the only one. There's a, what, I'm trying to think of the game. The Hype Man stepping up to play Zarzan. Josh, have you played Zarzan?
Never. I'm going to give it a shot. It's good to be back.
Awesome, man. Haven't seen Josh here in a bit. The other button, Josh tearing it up. The other button is a barrier. So they load another one of your lives, kind of like Gallagher, using that barrier. Oh. The barrier puts that band across the bottom. Oh, no. So the reason why, it's 3 lives. They load your other ship into a vulnerable area. So you're defending your ship. Rehab stepping up. Have you ever played Zarzan?
I've never even heard of it.
I love hearing that. It is a rough game. Originally put out in Japan under 40. It is tough. It is no joke. I wonder if... Uh-oh. He didn't do anything. Oh, they know. They know how you're going to play. Everybody does that. Elster saying never heard of it. Kev saying never heard of it. It's in danger. They're like, yeah, why don't... Oh. Brutally difficult game.
This is very, very brutal. I'll have to give it another go, though.
All right.
I'm not giving up.
320, the time score so far. King is stepping up. King, have you heard of Zarzan?
Not at all, but I saw Brad and Josh struggle, but let's see what I can do.
All right, good luck to you, man.
This could be interesting. Oh, no. Let's see if I can figure it out.
Big Bang saying if you didn't watch PBH, you'd not know of this one. They load that other ship behind you. Oh, 360. They're waiting. They want you to go right underneath. 640. What did you think?
I guess I'm going to add that game to my streaming list this week. I'm back to streaming, so I guess I found something to work with. I'll definitely play it again one more time, as I'll be back to streaming this week. But yeah, I got to do it again one more time.
All right. Wait, where can they follow your stream?
I haven't said this in a while. It's at the King Cam Blackman, the King Cam Blackman. I've been away for about almost over a month, but I've been getting ready for conventions and everything. But I am back with streams this week, and I'm definitely going to play this game.
All right. Make sure you're following King right here on Twitch at the King Camp Blackman. Who's stepping up? Rehab stepping back up.
I think everybody ran away when they saw how hard it'd be.
It's tough. It's not that hard. Visible Man saying its 80s were brutal. They're hassling him. They crashed the center ship. There's a programmer of this saying, I have an idea of how we can make money really quick. I had picked up, we had this board in the vaults, but the SNK version, the Satan of Saturn, and found this one on KLOV, was in Illinois. Gentleman was selling off, he had all 8 cabinets in his private collection. 1,000 Zarzan. Master Ken Walker. He's made his way down from pinball. He's here. He's 80s tough. 1981. Had you heard of Zarzan?
I have not.
All right.
Don't remember this one back in the day.
I think people might have tried to forget, if they had played this one, the harshness of it. They might not want to remember playing this one, it being so difficult. Well, let's see how you do. Free life at 5,000. Just mentioning that because, you know, my first playthrough, I got a free life. Just saying, just saying. Jimbo Slice saying that he has played this one. There was Ken putting up that barrier. Oh. Oh, they then took. They're like, Ken's doing too good. Take both lives. Take the base life and that 2 lives. That is brutal. Ken was doing great. They robbed him of that life. Ken, go again. Go again. I don't like that. That was brutal. That was robbery. Ken was robbed. I'm not having it. All right. Well, now they're taking him out in the alley, showing him what it's like. Oh. Sometimes the players learn. Sometimes the game learns. The wave off. Brutal. Zarzan.
Cut the tape. We're done. Man, those bullets come at you. Those missiles come at you so fast.
Watching it just seems like it's 80. It's 1981. Like there's only 5. There's 2 bullets on the screen, maybe 3 bullets on the screen at one time. Probably going to be easy to dodge that.
Yeah, just put another quarter in.
Right.
Yeah, it's all about taking your money. Good game. Really cool. See it.
Again, I had never seen this cabinet with this with Zarzan. I've never seen an original dedicated Zarzan cabinet. So very happy to have it here. Who's stepping up next? It's like Andrew, former 2-time Gamer of the Year. Andrew, you've been a man of the arcade for a long time. Have you played Zarzan?
I honestly don't believe I know of it. I don't honestly know if I've ever played it, to be honest. I know that it's existed, but honestly, I don't think I've ever played it.
Did you know of its existence as Zarzan or Satan of Saturn?
Zarzan. I've heard the name Zarzan before, so I know it as that. Any more popular?
I don't think either are very well known. I think I don't think either are known. Well, let's see how you do. SNK not allowing Taito to take their name off of the in-game screen. They allowed them to put their name on the title screen. They're like, yeah, you're licensing it from us. That's fine. You can be on the title screen. But the other button puts up a barrier. Andrew. Get one. Don't sneak underneath too early. Oh. Everybody does it. He point blank shot you. They were like, as soon as this guy comes underneath, we're going to drop. Now we're going to show him the fast chips. Oh, no. 1,700. Furthest we've seen. Pretty good. It's literally the best we've seen.
Oh wow, it's a ridiculously hard game. It takes, I guess, a little work on it. I definitely have put time on this. It seems like something up my alley. I like it has a Space Invaders vibe a little bit, mixed with maybe like a Galaga, Galaxian kind of vibe. Pleiades, the thing that reminds me a little bit of that too. So yeah, I'll put some time on it. Looks interesting.
All right. Who's stepping up next? King is back up.
Let's try this again.
Visible Man saying, too brutal. No. There isn't too brutal. I think... We've seen so many players do so many outrageous things here. We've seen creators like Warren Davis, when they put Q*bert out, they told Warren that the game was too hard. They're like, nobody's going to be able to play this. You got to make it easier. And then, after a bit, players got really good. And they had to increase the difficulty of Q*bert. And they're like, Warren, you were right. We should have made it harder. I think the game should be brutally hard. Take those quarters while you can. Make the players better. You see a lot of players now. You see the fighting game players. And they're amazingly good. Their skill level, faster reaction times, better, cleaner execution. But you see they can't grind on a lot of stuff. So many of the games, it's like as soon as it starts getting hard, they drop the ranking and stuff. They make it easier and easier. King with 1,400. Andrew stepping back up. Andrew going for 2,000 he wants. I'd say if the players had true challenges, Andrew hitting the wrong button. Too many. Andrew, you did not just say too many buttons. It's two directions, two buttons. Andrew says too many buttons. Andrew, no. I'm here saying, let's make everything harder. Things need to be harder. Andrew going, there's too many buttons on this. And it's... You know, I have to clarify something. I said my first game I got over 5,000. And that is... I had two games where the stick was stuck going right. So it was interesting opening this up. This came out of a collector's collection. And it had Andrew getting 1,600. He wanted two. So I did have two pre-games before it was actually working right. Once it was working right, I had over 5,000. So I was concerned. I was playing. They were going to be my test games, but it certainly wasn't working right. So I did already by that time understand that you couldn't go directly under the ships, and that it was a half playthrough. So it's kind of a muddied out of the box score. Good use of the barrier. Breaking that 1,000 point. Smart going. Oh, taking those other ships out. Nice. 16. Oh, greedy. I like it, though. I like it. That's how you get them points. First to break 2,000. 2,700. Still going. It's right there. 32. Cutting back. 39. Just under 4,000. See, it's not that bad. Once you get it, you get it.
The first part is actually harder than that second one, I think.
I would agree with that.
Angle, you can then get under them without them like immediately destroying it.
Everybody, they're learning. It's a learning collective of players here, watching each other play, getting better. Oh, those alien. Oh, nice use. Got all of them with that barrier. Oh, they were like, yeah, if we fly close, he's going to use that barrier. So that first wave, there's that gap where you can choose which side you can pass through on. Very nice. Let's see if they can get to the big ship. Oh, no. Can he break 5,000? There's a free life at 5,000. The big ship, there's 100 points. Now you're going to Saturn. Go to the Saturn. Now get ready for the bugs. Good use. Dodging. $71.80, pretty good. Still going. Then the dragonflies. 200, 200, 200. Next pattern. Now they're going to ramp up the difficulty a little bit. That was on our junior squad of UFOs that you were fighting before. Oh, no. 90,000. Will he break 10? 9,000. Oh, no. They point blanked him. He's like, there he is. 9,340. Pretty good.
Now I'm starting to get in the hang of it. It's an interesting game. I'm liking it, though.
All right. Who's stepping up next? King is stepping back up. Those just joining us, your Monday mystery game number 983 is none other than Zarzan, released from Taito back in 1981. Made by SNK and originally known as Satan of Saturn. Oh, I knew he was going to do it. They knew he was going to. Everybody knew he was going to do it. They're like, hey, King, come here for a second. He's like, yeah? And then they just blow him up. They're like, nothing.
When I stream this game this week, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting at home.
Those aliens are tricky. Hey, King, hold still. Those tricky aliens. 840.
I got to stream this game this week, I swear. I'm going to practice it on my stream this week. That's a guaranteed. It's so good. I'm going to practice it.
All right. Don't forget, follow King right here on Twitch at the King Cam Blackman. Who's stepping up next? What is up, man? Doing good. Have you ever heard of Zarzan?
No, I have not. Never.
All right. It's brutally hard. All right. See how he does. It's funny. This is, this is the Satan of Saturn. And we're going to have to move Satan's Hollow and Kung Fu Master. But you've got Satan's Hollow, you've got Satan of Saturn, and the actual title to Titan's Alley, the stage music is actually called Marching with Satan. Tom, how do you feel about this week, the three mergings of Satan's Hollow being brought up, Satan of Saturn, and Marching with Satan, all happening within such a short period of time, and the Aurora Borealis? Is there's any sort of connection?
Witchy? I don't know.
What do you think, man?
It's okay. It's a little tough, as you said. Very tough.
We'll be back on it.
Maybe later. I'll get a go again later.
Awesome, man. Very cool. Thank you, man. Waffles, you playing? Waffles is stepping up. All right, Waffles. He killed it the first time he played Lunar Rescue. Waffles, you're going again. You got to be, after this run, be aware of sneaking back through. They don't like it. Those tricky aliens. Like, barrier only works for when the alien ships are in between the barrier and you can hit it and it'll like now. Good use of the barrier, getting two of them. He gets it, already at 1,000. Oh no, 2,200. Excellent out of the box score. He's going again. Oh. Waffles playing with those aliens. Oh. I think Waffles, the frame rate in which he sees is higher than average people. He sees extra frames. Oh, and that reaction time. Don't sneak through. Waffles. He's a learning AI himself.
This is the point. This is where you get all the points.
5,000 points is a free life. Oh. I like that pattern. Like, this game has some very interesting patterns going on. Oh, come on. He's 100 points away. Oh, no! That's a 100-point bonus. Go to the Saturn. Right into Bug. Nothing. Has another life. Waffles is so good. You watch, he doesn't watch, and he wasn't watching the other players play. He didn't watch it down at the office. Game 2, 6,440. Pretty good. Andrew stepping back up. He's hunting that 10,000 point score. Got him on the way up. Those tricky aliens. Telling him, hey, Andrew, hold it. Hold it right there. They trick you, those aliens. They get you to not move. They think they're not going to shoot. Those aliens telling Andrew, Andrew, I don't know if your barrier's working. Why don't you fire it off? Those aliens. Nice. Single shot in that whole row. Pretty good. Oh, no. $100 points. Giant ship that takes a ton of hits. Give him 100 points. That's fine. So generous. Go to the Saturn. Very interesting. So it's a two-way stick. And the cabinet, when we got this, the stick was always going directly right. It was like the stick was stuck, but it wasn't a wiring issue. It was a lot of, all the grounds were run in a weird way, and the stick was actually touching the ground wire. So the metal panel of the stick was continuous, and the left leaf switch underneath, which controls the right direction, was constantly being thrown. So we had to put a cap over the actual stick so that it wasn't causing continuity to the one switch. That's what my thought was. It might not. It's interesting. Some collectors, they have these amazing collections, but they don't play them. And you can tell that the wiring in the cabinet, and even the reproduction, some of the reproduction artwork, there's a few things that are not, you can tell that it's reproduction. Even the cabinet paint, it's been, it was taped off, and you can feel that it's not an original. And another small little tell on the bezel, there's no halftones in the glass. Beautiful double screen printed onto the glass. It has the Taito tempered glass logo on it, which is raised. That is awesome. 2 free lives, 13,860. Doing excellent. A lot of care went into making this cabinet, but one of the things that you find when people are restoring cabinets that haven't done a million of them, you can always tell where in their life they are as far as doing cabinet restorations, just with the quality of the components. And they can do it very well, but if the quality of the components aren't top drawer, 15,060, very, very good.
Yeah, I'm starting to like it. Is it only the 2 levels, those switches from the Saturn, and it just keeps going back, but just faster and harder? Yeah, that second red Comet or whatever is 200 that time.
They're big points.
Yeah, those are huge points there. Maybe
so generous.
300 next time, maybe.
Maybe. Very awesome. Orlando, we've got those screen printed hoodies. Hit them up at Reproductions. There's a link below for Reproductions. Zarzan, released from Taito back in 1981. Original dedicated cabinet, the last in the series of 8 Taito flat tops, original dedicated. We've got them all. Zarzan, also known as Satan of Saturn, released from SNK in Japan and elsewhere in the world. We're going to send everybody over to Outworld. Tell them what you've seen here. Tell them we say hello. Keep an eye out for a Facebook stream this week. Until next time, thanks everybody. This is Doc Mac from the Galloping Ghost Arcade. We hope to see you around the arcade soon. Thanks a lot, everybody. Thanks, Elser, Invisible Man, Ex Mortis, Stephen Lucas, Cyraptor. Stupendous. Shout out to Stanley, who's one of our lifetime members. Kenny. Thanks, everybody. Count. Marcus. Thanks, everybody.